Welcome to a world, no heroes and villains. Welcome to a war we've only begun. So pick up your weapon and face it. There's blood on the ground, go and take it. You get one shot to make it out alive. So higher and higher you chase it. It's deep in your bones, go and take it. This is your moment. Now is your time, so prove yourself and rise, rise. Make them remember you. Push through heaven. Rise, rise. They will remember you. Welcome to the climb up, reach for the summit. Visions brave and one false step lead the end. So higher and higher you chase it. It's deep in your blood, go and take it. This is your moment. Take to the skies, go. Prove yourself and rise, rise. Make them remember you. Push through heaven. They will remember you. It is you fight among the dead, beneath the dirt. Or do you know yet? Or do you want it? And when the giants call to ask you what you're worth, do you know if we don't die? Prove yourself and rise, rise. Make them remember you. Push through heaven. Rise, rise. They will remember you. Prove yourself and rise, rise. Pick up your weapon and face it.
Internet, hello and welcome to OKLCS Diamond Capped Quarterfinals. We are about to get into the first game of number 3 seed Unlucky Retribution and number 6 seed Propulsion Esports. And you might notice that there is no face cam, as is not the norm. This is because I don't have one where I currently am. But in any case, I'm AlexAgentA22. Some of you may remember me from previous OKLCS splits. I've been a little bit absent this one. But it should be, I hope that it'll be good. My co-caster with me is Joseph Himana Savala. Are you there? Can you hear me?
Absolutely, I definitely can, Alex. It should be a fun, good game. It's always interesting anytime you see Dr. Wyatt-Lee in a game. No matter what happens, it's never boring.
Yeah, it'll be really interesting. This is actually a very interesting matchup for me in particular, because there's a lot of namesake OKLCS players playing in this game. I'm really excited to see it. For those of you who don't know, the team on Unlucky Retribution, currently number 3 seed, they're starting on the blue side by their own choice in game number 1. And they are actually a conglomerate of the 2 teams from Diamond Capped finals in season 2 of the OKLCS. So like forever ago.
Forever and a day.
Yeah, Player John, Dr. Wildey, and DCDK were all on the team known as Unlucky. Ended up taking number 1 over Retribution in the finals, which included Tien Sama and Gabby. And that was an insane series, and I can only hope that those players are, capable of bringing the same level of excitement in this quarterfinal. On the other side, Propulsion Esports, they've had a lot of roster issues throughout the split. They finally settled on this one that they hope to bring to semifinals if they can take down Unlucky Retribution here today.
Absolutely, 100%. So I think that with the roster issues they've been having, they've been cycling mids and junglers like candy, like it's been going out of style. The bot lane and top lane have been consistent for Propulsion. I think their best bet here is to play through their bot lane, which is unfortunate in a solo lane meta.
Yeah. Holy cow. If you've been watching Worlds 2018, this has been absolutely ridiculous. Just so much ridiculous stuff. Victor top lane becoming one of the most powerful picks is something I never saw coming for sure.
Absolutely. Speaking of odd picks, Aurelia not banned away, Akali not banned away. There are a lot of powerhouses still open for being picked tonight. Pyke not banned away. Nocturne.
Nocturne. First pick, definitely a champion that's first pick worthy. Xin Zhao is taken off the board, one of the highest priority junglers in the current meta. But Nocturne will be the one that is taken up by Dr. Wildey with Talia off the board for the native 192.
Yep, and especially with Nocturne, Dr. Wildey loves his tanks. I smell a Shin coming in the works. Ooh. Shin Nocturne, oh my god, with the Nautilus. This is going to be a CC change from hell itself.
Is this top lane or is this support Nautilus?
This is support Nautilus. So it's very, very popular into Thresh because his hook, Nautilus hook, has priority. Wait, you're trolling. What are you doing?
Okay, yeah, no, I figured it wasn't going to be Leona in this particular matchup. Lucian Thresh for General Vici and Randy Newman. That'll be the wife steal bot lane. You've heard it all before. It's definitely lost a little bit of its priority as more and more supports and ADCs become available, and Lucian Thresh loses a little bit of its just sheer lane dominance that it used to have, but it's still really good.
They do, and the biggest thing that Morgana players tend to forget when picking into Thresh, you can block the hook for one of you. You cannot block the flay for the other one.
Yeah, exactly. And Tristana is going to be locked in for Tien Sama. Put him on one of those hyper carries. Late game scaling available for that ADC that is just having such a really good split, honestly.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Tristana's pretty nasty. Even though she isn't meta, she isn't the absolute best with other champions. I'm personally surprised Kaiser was not the choice here on the side of Unlucky Retribution.
Yeah, but Tien Sama on Tristana is gonna have to be dealing with some time bombs though. Saber locking in Zillion, and there's the Aurelia ban that we were kind of expecting to see.
Yep. Champion's absolutely busted. I hate seeing that champion on either team because it's just not fair. Zillion's very strong, especially he's wave clears for days. He's hard to dive. He saves the Nocturne. I would like to see a Shin ban. I think if they get rid of the Shin here, they're in a very good spot. But, yeah.
Shen Nocturne is Galio something that is worth considering? In the same idea.
It is absolutely something. So LeBlanc taken off the table.
Okay, well, to be fair, that's also a good ban.
It is absolutely a very good ban. They might actually prioritize the Shin or the Galio. Well, probably not the Galio. Odds are low. I've seen Moose on the loose pick weirder things, but I don't see the Galio top coming out. But no, absolutely, Galio is definitely something to consider. Nocturne ults in, gets the Galio ult, and then that's just playing havoc. It's just how it jumps in and out.
So they will take the Graves. I can't remember. Was Victor hit by this most recent patch? Is that like a reason why it's not being picked right now?
Victor has not. Victor's being hit next patch. The
current that's patch, what I
Victor
thought.
Has not been touched.
Yeah, so I'm a little surprised not to see it yet.
Wait.
Ooh.
Okay.
Okay,
The
so
Ziggs coming out. DK.
yeah, you got the wave clear from Say Brazilian, so we'll match it with the Ziggs from DK, as well as the fact that you can kind of just chunk an ADC out of the fight from the back of the fight. Just throw the Mega Inferno Bomb in the general area, and he can't be in the fight anymore.
That's true, but unfortunately, one upside of playing Lucian, you can dash out of at least the main threshold of it.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. The thing is, though, if you place if you place the Ziggs ultimate, you can either A, chunk the Lucian out of the fight, or B, force him to move so far back that he isn't contributing any DPS for a good chunk of the fight.
That's a very good point. That's a lot of damage going on, and you can't dodge it. There is no counterplay to Ziggs ult.
Yeah.
You have to flash out of it or eat the damage. So, looking at these two teams, I know you haven't played too much solo queue, cold one. But what team are you feeling today, good sir?
This is a really tough one to call. I think just in terms of their team fighting power, Unlucky Retribution has an advantage. Zillion doesn't have as much damage to offer over the course of a team fight as Ziggs does, because he only has one damaging ability among the Time Bomb. But they do have Lucian Graves, so you've got double marksmen, neither of which scale as well individually as Tristana, but they're both no slackers in the late game,
Right. Absolutely. So here's my biggest issue with their team is, so I think that Graves is a front line just due to his passive. That's the only reason I'm throwing it out there.
True grit.
True grit indeed. I feel like Graves and Poppy just face tank the just like if Shoshana jumps in, I feel like this is just not a team you want to jump into. They're locked down.
Yeah. you don't want to jump into the middle of them. No.
I mean, even with the Shin Nocturne, that's still a lot of damage. Poppy knocks 2 people out. They pop the other guys. I really think that Propulsion got the better draft in this.
Really? Okay. Sure.
I don't know. So currently, the meta definitely favors the more early aggressive bot lanes.
Mm-hmm. That is something to consider. Yeah.
Zyra Khan was also on the table, and neither side went for it.
Neither side went for either of the two of them.
No, and Zyra right now is considered to be from what I've seen of it, pick ban in pro play because she's just so friggin' safe. She has the get Joe free button. It's the only reason I can play her.
Yeah, and that's a really big deal. With the meta, at least in terms of professional play, with the meta being so solo lane focused, it's valuable just to have an ADC that can kind of be like, I'm gonna dodge all these abilities and then maybe do something.
Yep, exactly. Just being able to absorb the pressure and not die.
And we all saw what Jackie Love did on that Xayah in that semifinal. Holy cow. That was absolutely ridiculous.
Dude, you started. I was busy crying.
I couldn't see through the tears.
Exactly.
Tears for those Cloud9 fans, though.
Yeah, it was... Oh, man. What a I saw, I had no actual hope, but I saw the false hope of, okay, maybe Fnatic would just break a leg, each of them individually.
Yeah, and well, they have to break an arm to not be able to play League, right?
They'll break a leg, and then sit in their comfortable wheelchair playing League of Legends.
Yeah.
And my plan has been foiled.
To be fair, I'm a big EU better than NA person, so I was kind of like expecting Fnatic to win, but I didn't think it would be a 3-0, being perfectly honest.
No, see, I thought it'd be a 3-0. I just thought it'd be a 3-0 out of the way. I thought either C9 would just play out of their minds and crush Fnatic, or Fnatic would play as normal and C9 would lose.
Yeah. But besides the point, though, we are just about done with the spectator delay. Shen Nocturne, that combo that you were talking about, like miles before the Shen even got locked in, it was offered to be like, Propulsion did not take the offer to ban it and gave it over to them. So I do think that Shen is really going to be quite a game changer.
It should be. But I think, I guess Moose on the Loose and Propulsion in general is confident in the Poppy pick to keep Shen either locked in place topside or to ult them out of late game team fights. Like, let the Nocturne dash in, come to us, would knock both of your frontliners out and jump the Morgana, because Tristana would do the classic ADC and leave her support to die.
It is a little bit of an interesting, gambit. Because when Dr. Wildey lands off of the Nocturne ultimate, if you can time it perfectly so that he lands and then you knock him and the Shen out simultaneously, that leaves unlucky Retribution without like their front line.
Mm-hmm. A couple of interesting points to note just here with the runes, stems, and masteries. Everything I see is two things surprise me. Zilean with the unsealed spellbook. I can definitely see why it'd be good. I can also see why he wouldn't. Like, I could see the pros and cons of it. Like, you don't get Ares poke, you don't get Comet's damage. But if you're not looking to do that, if that's not your goal, if you're looking to wave clear, unsealed is the thing for you. Ziggs going for Arcane Comet. I thought Area is more common on Ziggs just because he doesn't have the CC or slows with his normal poking ability of bouncing bomb. But I will admit, I haven't seen Ziggs in a hot minute.
It makes sense to me that it would be Arcane Comet. It's a little bit... It may or may not be weaker in lane, but it's definitely a little bit stronger, I think, in teamfights just because of how often you get to throw out abilities as Ziggs.
That's true. That's a very good point. I didn't think about that in teamfights. And we are in...
Oh, wait, what's your timer at?
Oh God, I didn't think about this. I'm at 07. I paused.
Okay, no, I'm way ahead of you. Go far as forward as you can because
I'm at 105, 106.
Okay,
107.
Good. We're synced up then.
Yeah, and I'm losing out to it's the internet. That's the secret. So they looks like they're going for the classic spread here. Actually, they stacked up. What?
Yeah, Unlucky Retribution went for a little bit of a spread, but the stack from the side of Propulsion is what we saw.
Absolutely.
Nothing, and it looks like there's not going to be any level 1 shenanigans.
No, though I'm surprised to see General Vici pick up the Doran shield over the Doran's blade, and then reverse for Tristana. I feel like Thresh Lucian are nasty level 1. You don't want to deal with that.
Okay, but see, you've been a bot lane player, support player with General Vici in the past, and you know that this is his tendency. He always tends towards that Doran shield, right?
Oh wait, Morgana, you can't miss that. That makes you not a champion. Oh wait, Thresh has no stones. We're good. Okay. Sorry.
But yeah, this is something that General Vici has tended towards, like, more often than, would be expected. Oh, junglers meeting each other around the bottom side here.
Propulsion has priority. Nocturne's forced to back away.
Oh, and that's a death sentence! That's connected onto Gabby, but level 2 hit by TN Sama and Gabby means that will be them able to back away. A big chunk of damage onto Gabby there.
Gavi has yet to scale an ability. He's picked up his black shield. We're gonna go ahead and respect the Thresh. Oh wait, Graves just casually walking through the mid lane.
Oh, and there's death sentence being thrown out by Randy Newman.
Moose and Luce getting pressured down, knowing that Nocturne cannot possibly be in the top side of the jungle yet.
Yeah, and in general, this is kind of how you expect this Poppy lane to go against most other tanks. You do have a stronger ability to push thanks to the Hammer Shock. Shen himself is also very weak at pushing the lane.
Yeah, that's why he tends to rush Tiamat and, the Fire Cloak thing. Its name
Sunfire.
Thank you. The Graves picking up both scuttles, I think, is a huge point, though. He gets that going.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Vision. Oh, no, Moose and the Loose is getting ganked, but he sees it coming!
Oh, yeah, but he got taunted up. There's the the Spirit's Refuge. Gonna be thrown out. The Dustbringer is gonna connect, and here's the Unspeakable Horror. Forces the flash out of Moose on Deleuze.
Yep. He did survive, though. Very good taunt from Player John, locking down the Poppy away from her own minion wave, making certain that Player John does not eat too much extra damage.
Yeah, and that means that Moose on Deleuze does have to burn his flash. Death Sentence not going to connect as the native actually face checks into Dr. Wildey. His smokescreen is eaten by the Shroud of Darkness.
Yeah, I don't know what Nocturne's thinking. Graves is disgusting. He's
wow, what is going on? The native has to reload, which means he cannot finish the kill into Dr. Wildey. A Dark Binding going to connect on Randy Newman. He'll take the Death Sentence in return. Ignite thrown down to Randy Newman is going to go. First Blood goes over to General Vici, actually, and that means Randy Newman survives thanks to the Dark Passage shield. Now Moose on Loose is going to find a stun onto Player John into the wall between towers. He's gonna try to
Stamina
support
down.
his, trying to support the junglers. The taunt gonna come through. Here we go. The smoke screen comes through. Moose on the loose takes down Dr. Weldy. Player John on the run now. DK is making his way up here. Uses the bombs as a zoning tool, trying to finish off the native. And Arcane Comet will finish the job. Moose on the loose is on the run. He gets a big shield, and Saber's here to back him up. Time bombs are keeping DK away from his retreat, but that'll be enough. He's gonna flash forward. He wants to finish the job. The taunt comes through. Moose on the loose falls. Player John is chasing down Saber, who speeds himself up out of mana. Cannot throw out any more time bombs.
And then there's a 2-for-1 trade going over in the top side. Graves and Poppy falling over.
Oh, DK, does he know? He doesn't know. He doesn't know.
He does not. But he does get to catch that fat wave, putting him that much further ahead of Zillion. Zillion's going to burn the teleport.
Yeah, at the end of the day, that is a 2-for-1 in the top side in favor of Unlucky Retribution, but one first blood going over to General Vici in the bottom lane means that he has a chance to possibly make an impact on this game.
Yep. I mean, we were talking about earlier, this is what they want. They need to play through bot side. They need this damage. Vici cannot be hit by that. Well done.
Ooh.
So, unfortunate. Ooh, good hook.
Oh, good hook, but a good black shield. Now, worry about Dr. Wildy, though. He's on his way in here. He's going to be met up here.
They have the priority. They have the levels.
Oh, yeah, Randy
yes,
Newman. He's low, but he wants to make something happen. Death Sentence might be the bait of the time. Oh, good Shroud of Darkness from Dr. Wildy means that he's going to block the Death Sentence. Here comes Saber, though.
Here.
Black Shield is down. Gabby has to be very careful not to get hit by CC. Dark Binding thrown out is going to connect. They're not going to chase onto the native, just a Duskbringer coming out.
Yeah, unfortunately, once Zillion misses that first bomb, a lot of his threat has gone. He cannot land that double stun. I don't know. I think Saber goes for the big play, the big flash play.
Oh yeah.
Because widely, but that's just that's his personal opinion. I'm gonna very. Oh whoa.
We'll see.
Well
Saber just dodging around the bombs, trying to keep the wave away from his tower.
Ziggs takes towers really well, which means auto attacks, his satchel charge. You have to be aware of that. General Vici backing with a cutlass and consumables, having a pretty significant lead, which is down in the bot lane. Wait. Nocturne's gone for some interesting pathing. It looks like he wants his red buff. He cleared his raids and his Krugs, but not his red buff.
I'm guessing that's probably just like, oh, I'm recalling, so I want to make better use of the red buff. Like
that's true, but you lose a lot of time.
You do lose a lot of time in transit as a result. So it's something you gotta weigh. I'm not a good enough jungler to know whether that's which one is optimal. In the situation, so
I would say if he wants to do that, he leaves up all of his camp spot side and backs immediately. Because right now he's only getting one camp bot side while 3 are up top side, so he's losing time. But and as Nocturne, that is not what you can afford.
Yeah, it's about 400 to 600 gold. Oh, hold on a second.
Oh, no.
Gabby might be in trouble here. The Black Shield is down. There's the rocket jump. The flake comes back. Tien Sama gets the stand united, and that'll mean that the back away from Propulsion. The taunt comes through. Native is caught. Tien Sama takes down the kill. Dark Binding is flashed away from by General Vici, and that's a turn for Unlucky Retribution.
I don't understand. Poppy had so much time to teleport to match it, and she did not. She just kind of watched.
Yeah, I think the call there from Propulsion had to be, okay, there's the stand united, let's just back away. They didn't anticipate that taunt being able to land onto the native, and as a result, they lose the kill.
That's very true right now, and Nocturne is playing aggressively, picking up the Krugs, the most useful jungle camp as far as XP and such is concerned. Getting some of that shallow vision. They do not have Saber there to back them up. He is a very boy.
They're gonna find each other. Dr. Wildy, does he fancy his chances? He's got the red smite down, and he's ripping through the health bar of the native. Flash auto finishes it. Dr. Wildy picks up another one for Unlucky Retribution.
Yep, I mean, Nocturne had 2 long swords over him. He had the red buff. He procced his lethal tempo. There was just nothing Graves could do.
Yeah,
very
even
well done there.
That last flash auto was the Umbral Blades as well, so giving that extra bit of burst damage was enough to finish the job.
Yep, unfortunately, Saber I don't think he had the mana to ult.
I see.
I think he was just short or just too slow. I couldn't tell you.
He might.
Unfortunate.
Was he in range to save the native there? Wow. Okay.
By the end of it, yes.
Unfortunate.
It would have been a case of he had either just not enough mana, or he didn't push the button fast enough.
Feels bad. the native blaming his mid laner right now.
What the hell, man? It's a point and click. You can't miss. Oh, Graves going for the invade.
Oh,
they know.
Oh, no, they're going for. Are they going for a dive here? Saber is tending towards the bottom side, and they found the native. He's gonna get the Dark Passage. He's only level 5. Tien Sama level 6 already. And, actually, both bot laners level 6. General Vici just now hitting 7.
Wildly does have 7 over the level 5 Graves though.
Wow.
Graves is getting like he had the CS lead for a little bit, but unfortunately. Dying twice. Oh, that was such a good
make it 3 times. Oh, here we go. There's the Paranoia. It's going to force him out. Mega Inferno Bomb is going to land as well. Player John now solo fighting on Moose on Loose in the top lane. It looks like mid lane has calmed down a little bit. Good double time bomb's going to come through, but I don't think it's going to be enough damage for any possibility of a turn.
It is not the native, unfortunately.
It was close. General Vici's going to call him down. Dr. Wealthy just eating every single bullet. General Vici picks up another.
Very good roam from bot lane. They're losing some minions, but picking up the kill. Fantastic roam there. The native getting his ultimate, blowing
damage. Oh,
that was
not enough.
It was not enough, and he knew it was not enough. There was no way. Here comes probably burning that crucial teleport in the top side.
Player Johnny's just like, I just wanted the cannon, guys. That's all.
Right. Poor dude.
I mean, he's just having a good time. He's had a really good time on this Shen so far. Had a good stand united to save his bottom lane and actually pick up a kill, and he's not even fallen behind in terms of CS compared to Moose on the Loose.
No, I think it's because of a very crucial point where when he was doing that, Moose on the Loose was not on the wave. He was clearing out a pink ward, I believe, in the side bush. That is a Blade, the Rune King finish for this Lucian. Tristan is not even close to the...
Lucian is just going to come through. He's just trying to make it be as annoying to Player John as possible.
I respect him. I mean, he has to know that Moose and Loose cannot match teleports. He needs to keep Player John in sight.
Yeah, always make that. You have to make sure. And I think that's a point to be made about the native. I think that with Player John at the current health bar, and especially when he uses the Shadow Dash like that, you have to pay a little bit more attention to that top side. Your top laner's already winning. You go and attack the global so that you can't get interrupted by Stand United.
Absolutely. Well, see, like right now, bot lane needs to be careful. They have the Blade of the Rune King Lucian, but I don't think it's enough if Shen gets another fantastic Stand United, but Moose and the Loose cannot match. And Saber does the teleport, but he has to get far enough away from the
Satchel
my
charge.
God, the Ziggs. Thank you. Nocturne going for the aggressive invade, not having the vision.
He's gonna see the native before the native sees him, and that means that he's gonna find him. He does successfully take away the big raptor at the very least, and he's just gonna walk away.
Oh wait, Poppy's walking down. Oh wait, no, they're chill. They're calling him the day.
He's just gonna blast cone out to the other side.
Now bot side though, with Lucian having that item and Ignite is up from Randy Newman, if he lands a hook, that's gonna force Stand United or a kill.
Yeah, General Vici has a lot of burst to offer right now.
Absolutely. Clearing out the vision makes certain that she's not going to eat the unfortunate hook. No, okay, that checks out, sorry. Ooh. Oh, good. Dark Binding.
Oh, Dark Binding going to connect on... Oh, Flash Soul Shackles! He's going in! Stand United comes through as well as the stopwatch. He's going to double stun him up. And there's the two-man taunt! Tien Sama jumps in and shuts down General Vici, and they're going to finish the job. A double kill for the star ADC of Unlucky Retribution.
Fantastic coordination there. They called the Shin down, like, hey guys, look, I have Flash, I have Stopwatch. They cannot possibly burst me in time. And I like how Morgana got the amazing Q through the wave. And that Nocturne's soloing Dragon. I don't think... Oh, wait, the name found him.
Oh, no. Dr. Wildy is in big trouble here. He's going to try and use the fear, but he just gets blown to bits by the native Mega Inferno Bomb for good measure. But Unlucky Retribution will claim Tower First Blood.
Absolutely, and that is a lot of gold going over it. They did not get the Dragon on top of it, but now Tien Sama is 3-0, and he's going to be picking up his Storm Razor and probably heading towards his Rapid Fire Cannon. Yeah, if I were to guess.
And we have to, like you were talking about, I have to give a lot... of props to that play from Unlucky Retribution. Gabby's like, alright, if I land this Dark Binding, we're going in. And everyone's like, okay. He lands the Dark Binding, threading it through the minion wave, like you mentioned. And then he says, okay, Flash Soul Shackles. They cannot possibly escape this, and they cannot possibly kill me through Stopwatch plus Stand United.
And in between both those things, that also got both bot laners flash and everyone. Whoa, they have Graves. Oh no.
Yeah, Gabby. Oh no, he might have bitten off a little bit more so that he can shoot. But the paranoia coming through, Dr. Wildly is fearing him up, and they can't finish Gabby. Dr. Wildly is gonna survive. Tien Sama just autoing away with the double bust, and a double kill goes over to him. Randy Newman gets a death sense onto Tien Sama, and he will eat a time bomb. Saber doing what he can, and he will finally shut down Tien Sama. But now he's on the run. Dark Binding not gonna have the range. DK just trying to land the time bombs. Gabby throws the black shield on himself. There's the ultimate from the Chrono Shift, but he's just gonna stand on top of the satchel charge. Dark Binding gonna be flashed away from. He's gonna eat a time bomb. Do they have enough damage? The satchel charge knocks him back in. There's no tower here, but he's gonna be able to run away, I think. Yeah.
He should. That was just so unfortunate. Such a lack of communication. They didn't know they were going to... They could have won that fight. Unfortunately, Tristana was free hitting over the side, and they were just obliterating the native Saber, not there to get the ult on any crucial target. I feel like this is just a comms issue. Tristana is now just absolutely popping off, not able to get any kills off of that. Such good play from Unlucky Retribution.
Yeah, a little bit of a misstep from Propulsion as well. Like you said, not really focusing Tien Sama. Tien Sama was in a position where they could have easily turned on to him, but they got a little bit oh, close on that death sense.
Very close. That is 3 in the top side. Graves rotating up to respond, but I don't think he's enough. They have Tristana. They're going to get a fully stacked bomb, and that tower is going to be going down. Graves being pinged.
Yeah, they know he's there. Dark Binding going to come across. It does connect. The Dark Passage will make sure he's able to get out.
They opt to not take the fight, and I don't know, man. I guess it's definitely the safe call, but with Vici down in the bot lane, they had to know they were going to have the advantage there.
Yeah, I think
next wave.
I have to imagine that was probably just a result of uncertainty due to the lack of soul shackles being available. Maybe.
Like the soul shackles, the really shallower vision from Unlucky Retribution.
Yeah. So Musa just doing his best to clear out the minion wave with the hammer shock. Nocturne is in the area. Paranoia is available. The tower is very low, but here comes Musa and Randy Newman. Gabby is going to be the focus, but he's already dodged away from the death sentence. There's the Keeper's Verdict, knocking him up, but here's the Paranoia! Dr. Welty in the back line just ripping him apart. They all turn onto him, but that means Tien Sama once again is free autoing. Randy Newman is going to be going, well, is he? Stand United comes through, Tien Sama flashes to finish the job, and he's able to rocket jump over the time bombs as Saber comes in. Flare John looking for a good taunt. Mega Inferno Bomb going to be dodged away from him. It does connect to the native. He gets the Chrono Shift and he wants to go back in, but here is DK. Looking for the time bomb. Not enough. He cannot find the last one. 5 members of Unlucky Retribution up in the top lane, and they will finish off this tower.
Yep, going for... not a single person dying, and Randy Newman being taken down. Unfortunately, once you miss that crucial hook, I think you're forced to back off. Really good sight set from Morgana there. I'm just so impressed with Unlucky's coordination. One thing happens and they all react to it as a team. It's just so good to see.
Yeah.
From the outsider standpoint.
Yeah, exactly. I think it is just I think they are doing a really good job sort of, oh, hey, we're all up here. They're probably going to be start sending people up here. They're going to go for a potential dive onto player John. They're going to taunt up one member, which is General Vici, but the Steadfast Presence is going to be used by Musa and the Loose to keep him out.
Yep, and with no paranoia, Nocturne is not much of a threat to their team. Unfortunately, Nocturne lives and dies by his R button, unless you're kind enough to walk into him.
That was a real feels bad, man, when Dr. Wildly was inches away from finishing off 3 members of Propulsion.
Yeah, unfortunately, as a team, they're just not coordinating their targets. Wait. Okay, no, sorry. Saber not opting for tier, instead going for the tanky Aurora build.
Tank?
And it's really... there's 2 options. You go tier and Aurora, or you go tier and flat damage. And I feel like you need tier. I feel like it's just so important. The dude's been constantly.
Yeah, I totally agree. I think tier Roa, it scales really well. A lot of times you'll see the Roa into something else. What is the other mana item of choice that you could go?
Ludens?
Ludens, maybe? He's not going for it. Instead, he's going straight for the Morella Namicon for flat magic penetration to add on to his sword boots.
Yeah, but he's sitting on no CDR, and that's one of the most important...
Yeah, that's the big one.
He's on CDR, and to be frank, he's missing his bombs. So, you really don't want to be putting all the emphasis on landing your abilities. when you could just instead be like playing support Zillion, like use your bombs defensively and speed up the Lucian, the Graves, the Poppy.
Yeah, I am a really big fan of using those Zillion time bombs, just putting them on top of somebody that you don't want the enemy to be on top of. And there's the death sentence connecting onto player John. He's going to try and jump out as Dr. Wildy gets caught by the other 3 members, fails to flash over the wall, moves on to loose, takes him down. Player John is on the run. General Vici just continues to chase. DK is getting jumped on by somebody.
Yeah, but look on the top side, that is the Rift Tail going over to unlucky Retribution.
They actually also got the Cloud Drake in exchange for that 1 kill onto Dr. Wildy.
Oh my god, he stole it. He did. He got it.
He was the one who... They were the one who started it, but they got caught on the way out.
You're right. My apologies. Curse you, directed camera, and failing me.
Oh man, Gabby looking for a Dark Binding to end somebody's lifesaver, just continuously using that unsealed spellbook, swapping around through all the summoner spells.
Yep, you have to. It's the best way to use it.
I love when you get to see... I don't get to see it very often, where you just have these weird summoner spell combinations. You're like, what's going on? Oh, he's got unsealed spellbook.
I think my favorite one is when laying with Zaya as Braum to take the Clarity.
Oh,
just so she can get her mana back.
Here you
want
go.
To swap it.
This is my gift to you.
Exactly. Trying to wait. I feel like at this point, all that unlucky Retribution has to do is fish for Morgana bindings.
Uh-oh.
Oh my god, look at all of that
damage on the Reigning Human. Mega Inferno Bomb's available. Summoner Heal came out from... oh man, there's a good Dark Binding. Gabby going very low.
But that is a tower. That might even be 2 Rift Hails getting its second charge off, but it's not going to be enough to take the tower down.
Yeah, it's not going to be enough, but that charge is very impactful, especially since it's on the inner, which does not regenerate.
Would you say it had a sudden impact, even? But
no, because Rift Herald doesn't have masteries.
Wait, what? I have been lied to? It doesn't have lethality buffs?
No!
So right now, I feel like the best play here is either put the Shin in the side lane, because Shin ult, have Nocturne in the area, like either farming, clearing, pressuring, invisible pressuring, and then just siege with friggin' Ziggs, Tristana range, and Morgana Qs. If she lands a Q, they die. We just saw Ziggs blow to bits Randy Newman.
Yeah, that was a lot of damage.
It was. He has double items. He has a 5-stack Darkseal. He has his Luden's Echo. Dude is pretty nasty right now. See 2 items coming from Graves. Unfortunately, Tristana is beating Lucian now in terms of items, and that is not where you want to be in terms of early versus late scale. I'm looking for the hook.
Oh man, DK. Oh, good satchel charge. Will give him the distance he needs.
Absolutely.
All right, so
Saber.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I was waiting for the Dark Binding.
All right, so they are going to just brute force down this tower, but the Paranoia says no thank you. That's a good Shadow Dash, but the native is going to be going down. Dr. Wildy just able to help player John finish the job.
Yeah, a bit aggressive. Native's pretty behind, and they have to know they don't win the 2v2.
Sorry, Saber just dodged the Dark Binding by standing still.
Dude, no, like, you have, like, it's just the next level strat. Oh
wow! TN Sama fancies his chances against General Vici. The calling comes out to push him back. Now, is he going to dash back in? The Blade of the Rune King is quite the powerful dueling item.
I think Lucian wins that. Like, at this point, Wintra's like...
Yeah, I agree. Oh, good Dark Binding going to connect onto him. The Satchel Charge going to come out. He's used the barrier already. Now, will they be able to chase him down? That's a big chunk of damage from that bouncing bomb. Can they get another one? It jumps over his head. He's going to be able to... No! DK finishes him up. He didn't use Chrono Shift. He didn't think he'd need it.
He didn't Chrono Shift. He didn't flash to the Thresh Lantern. Just not respecting his opponents.
Wow, yeah, Saber had the opportunity to fly out, but just trying to sidestep, got greedy for a potential kill onto Gabby, and then as a result just ends up walking over a few more of those explosive minefields, and
there it is.
Bleh, just dies.
100%. You'd think with all the Odyssey I was forced to play, I'd know the names of Ziggs' abilities. Oh, but holy bejesus, that's half his HP, and he didn't hit him with anything important. That's actually horrifying.
So it's about 3,000 gold in favor of Unlucky Retribution right now. They're 3 towers up to the 1 that General Vici was able to sneak in the bottom lane.
Yeah, pretty far ahead in CS. I feel like it really helps him with the items and mix when he has the XP advantage, even though he's behind like long run. But the scary thing is, Tristana and Ziggs have not backed in a cold minute.
Oh yeah, let's take a look here. I want to see about 1,000 gold sitting in Tien Sama's pocket, 360. 1,600 sitting in the pocket of DK.
There we go. He spends it. He spends it all.
Oh man.
Not opting. Honestly, I thought I expected to see the not Morellonomicon. Whoops.
He does have the Morellonomicon.
He does, but that's the book Magi's spelled Soul Stealer.
Really? You expected that to come out?
He has 7 stacks because gold efficient.
I mean, yes, but it doesn't give you anything other than just pure damage, and I don't think you're really lacking in that regard right now.
You never have enough damage.
I think you have enough damage. Like if you one shot them, buying more damage actually gives you 0 benefit. If you didn't know. Yeah,
but you look way cooler for it. You know how intimidating it is to hit tab and see a fully stacked Magi's?
It is very intimidating, to be fair. Alright, Baron is on the table. Dragon spawning in 5 seconds as player John fighting in onto Moose onto Loose. They're just trading as tanks do.
Yep, but in the bot side, playing the vision game, Randy Newman's going in.
Randy Newman gets a death sentence. That's onto Tien Sama, but he's already taken a big chunk of damage. He's able to rocket jump away. Tien Sama takes a big chunk of damage. Gabby is using the Soul Shackles and the Zanyas. Mega Inferno Bomb is going to be blocked by the stopwatch, but the native is getting ripped apart. Rocket jump forward. In the meanwhile, the Stand United was interrupted by Moose onto Loose, but that means it's just going to be a 1v1 on the top side. It's unlucky Retribution take the 2-for-1 in the bottom side.
Yeah, unfortunately, Saber just not in the position, or not willing, or something to not use the Chrono Shift.
Yeah, I don't know. Is the Zillion pick something that Saber is familiar with? I honestly couldn't tell you because I haven't been able to watch all their games.
I would say that based on how he's playing it, he might be familiar with it and just not.
Holy cow! There's the Chrono Shift we were waiting for, but it's just to walk in and get some health back. And Inferno Drake does go over to unlucky Retribution.
Yeah, I just don't think the Zillion pick's working for them. They haven't used it they have not used the ultimate of it. He's not really hitting the combos. I don't know. I'm not liking the pick too much, to be truthful.
Oh man. That the Explosive Minefield getting the Arcane Comet is a big chunk of damage.
You're right, the Arcane Comet is definitely paying off, as you were discussing earlier. Ziggs getting a little bit holy, but Jesus, never mind, moving on. I did not expect his Bouncing Bomb to nuke it from 500 health. That is a scary sound that she has just finished her Infinity Edge.
Oh man, GG. I mean,
yeah, basically, like this is their win condition. It was make it to Tristana out Dead Lucian, and they had that at 10 minutes in. So now that she has her 3 items,
yeah, I mean they have. Again, I consider the superior team comp in terms of team fighting. Ziggs and Tristana pretty much essentially gives you the superior team comp in terms of sieging.
Absolutely.
I honestly, I don't see how unlucky Retribution lose this game short of every one of them having a stroke simultaneously. Good flash from DK.
Don't you know that can you not smell the burnt toast in the air, Alex? It is the only chance of a comeback.
Okay, now player John is going to taunt in onto Saber, doing some good damage now that he's got that Titanic Hydra.
Yeah, really solid damage from him. Vici just playing dodge the Bouncing Bomb with Dr. DK in the mid lane. Unfortunately, Vici, you cannot
Moose
dodge
onto Loose is going to get caught by a Dark Binding, and Tien Sama does actually do quite a bit of damage. The Black Shield means he's able to rocket jump through the steadfast presence, but Dr. Wildly has been caught simultaneously. Dark Binding going to connect onto Saber as he teleports in. He's going to get his Chrono Shift off as the teleport now coming in from player John to try and help him out. Here he comes the top. Oh, good flash from Saber, but right into a Bouncing Bomb. Player John has zoned away the native, who now gets jumped up by Tien Sama. The culling coming over the wall. The native is doing his best to kite it out, but that rapid fire cannon, and player John finishes him up with a Titanic Hydra. Gabby uses the stopwatch to keep himself alive so the rest of his team can rejoin.
And Ziggs looking for the damage, choking Randy Newman.
Oh my goodness.
They have the vision, they're looking for more. Dr. DK is not to be stopped. He's used the Blast Plant. He can't be stopped. Does he have ultimate? Oh, no.
No Mega Inferno Bomb. Dr. Wildly gets caught, but it results in 3 kills going over to the side of unlucky Retribution. Just the sheer power of Tien Sama right now.
The ultimate bait. Guys, catch me. Team, please save me. They didn't even need too much. Vici is none of his summoners. Randy Newman was forced to flash. Moose onto Loose caught and obliterated before the fight even began. Saber not able to use the curling shift's devastating effect that they've been needing. So far, yeah, I think you're right. I think the only way they win is if all of Unlucky Retribution smells burnt toast at the exact same time.
Oh, man. Dr. Wildy now is hanging around, trying to get some vision around the Baron. They know that this is what they want to do to try and end the game.
I mean, yeah, that's absolutely what they need. Randy Newman just desperately like, okay, guys, look, here's the chance. Graves, Flash, Smite, he has a level advantage somehow. I think that's the best hope at this point. If they can get the Baron, they can stall the game out for the hope that Unlucky Retribution misplays. And by that, I mean they can't dig Tristana.
Yeah. The thing is, though, I have to say, super concerned about Baron for either of these two teams, just due to the history of some of these players.
Yeah, that's pretty fair. Dr. Wiley did serve on GSM, and I think once you play for them in any capacity, you're doomed to lose at Baron, which is why Unlucky Retribution is smartly avoiding it, just to make certain that the curse has not continued.
On the other hand, though, on the same team, you've got Gavi. One of my favorite moments that I've ever cast was during that Season 2 final, where Gavi stole the Baron with a death sentence from Unlucky. And Randy Newman about to face check in. The Flash Dark Binding not going to connect, but it doesn't matter because they have enough damage to finish up Randy Newman, and the Paranoia will follow General Vici over the wall.
And that looks to be the free Baron going over to Retribution. Moose and Loose stuck in the bot side matching Shin.
Okay, but the native is here. He's got a level advantage over Dr. Wildy, which means he has a higher level smite.
No, the native is bot side.
Oh, well, yeah, now he is. Now he is. They're going to try and take out Player John in exchange. Maybe trade the tank for the Baron, I guess. As Player John is just going to be able to walk away. That red smite burn is not going to do anything.
Yeah. Look, I think the Baron is the final nail in Propulsion's coffin.
Coffin, yeah.
Coffin. Yes, I am sober. It's a change of pace. Nocturne looking to go for the Sterix? Oh, Dr. DK getting caught!
Possibly, probably the Sterix. Oh, the native, he eats a big chunk. Mega Inferno! Whoa! DK's like, oh shoot, I gotta get out of here. And then he sees how much damage his bomb does. The native just gets ripped to pieces.
Yeah, really good flash. Unfortunately, you flashed into the bouncing bomb auto attack, and that was all the man needed.
Wowza. Yeah, this is not the game for Propulsion. I think at this point, you just sort of, you know, try not to lose. Maybe you can pull off something miracle-wise, but while you're stalling, just say, all right, this is what we did wrong this game. This is what we got to do. And Moose on the loose, this is the wrong time to be going forward. Going to use the Keeper's Verdict to knock away the tank as Gabby's going to Black Shield himself. They will just reconvene and get some damage onto this tower. Moose on the loose without his Keeper's Verdict means that they do lose out on one of those big team fight ultimates, and the tower goes down.
Yep, I mean, for a tier 2, towers go down, but that is not even half of the Baron buff to use, and they have so many towers left. However, top lane is pushing in the favor of a red team, I think. I take that back now.
In any case,
casters. Sorry.
Double Infernal Drake going over to Unlucky Retribution. They've basically gotten everything they want this game. They got that Baron off of a few picks, and there wasn't a dragon available to no dragon available to even get as a consolation prize for Propulsion, and then it comes up as they kill off a tower in the bottom lane. Just Propulsion, they really have nothing they're able to do on this map right now.
Yep, they don't outscale. At this point, their options for picks are really hampered between Player John Wildly and the Gavi Black Shield. Ignoring the fact that Sama has his own jump and Dr. DK can just kill people who walk near him. Holy bejesus, that wave's getting blown to bits. It looks like they're looking for the Shin topside. He's looking to make something of anything at this point.
Yeah, a little bit late, I think, though, to target that global, because now you've got 4 members who are very angry. Gavi, DK, Dr. Wildy, and Tien Sama are all very formidable threats in their own right. And Death Sentence, Gavi knows it's coming. The Black Shield isn't necessary, though, and they're able to rip through that tower. But here comes Moose on the loose. Is he going to be able to get in there? No, the satchel, the Hex Blizzard. Whoa! A time bomb! Come on, down to 2! Keeper's Verdict comes out, but the native gets chunked out. That Paranoia! It means Dr. Wildy's in the middle of the fight by himself, but the Mega Inferno Bomb rips them to shreds. Tien Sama jumps in and shoots down General Vici. Black shield on him means he's going forward. And Moose on the loose. Flash auto. And they're going to finish off Randy Newman. It's a triple kill for Tien Sama.
Absolutely. I thought it was one of those cases where they, like Retribution, misplayed to hell, but it just does not matter. They had too far ahead to lose, even with that minor mess up.
Wow, and what a game for unlucky Retribution. Number 3 seed coming in. They still have to win another one in order to secure their ticket to the semifinals, but they just had a very strong performance. We're going to take a short break before we get into game number 2. Propulsion Esports, as the lower seed, will have side selection in that particular game. Thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you in just a little bit.
Welcome to the world, no heroes and villains. Welcome to the war, we've only begun. So pick up your weapon and face it. There's blood on the ground, go and take it. You get one shot to make it out alive. So higher and higher you chase it. It's deep in your bones, go and take it. This is your moment. Now is your time, so prove yourself and rise, rise. Make them remember you. Rise, push through heaven. Rise, rise. They will remember you. Rise. Welcome to the climb up, reach for the summit. Visions pray the one false steadily the end. So higher and higher you chase it. It's deep in your blood, go and take it. This is your moment. Take to the skies, go prove yourself and rise, rise. Make them remember you. Push through heaven. They will remember you. It is you fight among the dead beneath the dirt. Do you know yet? Or do you want it? And when the giants call to ask you what you're worth, do you know yet? We don't die. Prove
Internet, hello and welcome back to the number 3 versus number 6 seed quarterfinal for OKLCS Diamond Cap. It is Unlucky Retribution, number 3 seed, versus Propulsion Esports, number 6 seed. And we're about to get into game number 2. Unlucky Retribution took a very convincing win in game number 1. Tien Sama just having the time of his life, jumping all over the place as Tristana. And it just seemed like, in my eyes, that Propulsion didn't really have a comp ready to deal with him. In this game, Propulsion, they have side selection, and they have opted to head on over to the blue side this game. Joseph, you there?
Yes, sir, 100%.
Awesome, cool. So, we are about to get into Champion Select for game number 2 as soon as all the players have given over the ready check.
Absolutely. So looking over it, I personally think the biggest mistake was not banning Shen.
Yeah,
I think Shen turned the tables like 4 times over.
Yeah, and you mentioned that very early on into that draft. You're like, I think we should ban Shen here. And boy, did that Shen have quite the impact. And,
Absolutely.
I was getting a little bit overwhelmed by Tien Sama, but for sure, Player John, some of those early Shen ultimates were what tipped the scales and set up Tien Sama and DK for success.
Absolutely, especially because it's one of Player John's well-known picks. Oh,
that is completely true as well. I do think that maybe Propulsion have figured it out at this point. I have to imagine that they probably figured it out at this point, and at the very least will make some adaptations in this Champion Select.
agreed.
We will see.
I don't know. I have faith that they learn from mistakes. They learn from their few mistakes. I don't know. I think they need to pick a side. They're focused. They didn't play to the win condition of skirmish early and then crush them late. Well, more mid game than late, and then that just let Unlucky take over the game. And we're in the Champion Select.
Okay. Here we go. We are into Champion Select for this game number 2. Unlucky. Oh, I need to fix that. I am. Oops.
Classic.
Unlucky Retribution does have the 1 win under their belt. There we go. Sorry.
This is a best of 3. They only need to win 1 more time.
Yeah.
Talia and Urgot both being banned away once more.
Yeah, so, guaranteed, because this is the number 3 versus number 6 seed match, whoever wins immediately knows who they will be playing against in the semifinal. Let me take a look here, because I gotta make sure I'm saying this correctly. So, number 2 seed is Return of the Middle Sticks. If Unlucky Retribution wins, that is their guaranteed matchup in the semifinals. If, however, the two wins go over to Propulsion, they will face off against KWU, the number 1 seed, coming into playoffs. There's Ari insta-locked in for Saber. Wow. Not even trying to hide that mid lane pick. It goes straight over. That means Tien Sama is going to get his hands on the Lucian this game.
Brom? Nocturne, even with the Shin banned. Then in this case, I fully call a Galio incoming.
That is a very real possibility. I think that Gallia would have a fairly good time partnered up with the Nocturne, as well as the fact that I can't imagine Ari being able to burst through the Gallia without a massive lead.
Oh, absolutely. And they're going to pick the Braum away just to make certain Lucian Braum is not on the table.
Yeah, no Lucian Braum for you.
Lanes. See, I think that in this case, what Propulsion wants is they need the hyper skill at this point. So like we pull out like a Tristan. Hey, there we go. The Trist, the Jinx, the something.
Yeah, the Tristana makes the most sense to me. And the other option I think is Xayah. They could have picked. I know that they picked the Braum in order to make sure that they don't get Lucian Braum, but I think Xayah is also still a worthwhile pick even without the Rakan.
I think Xayah is better than Tristana. Just in general. I feel like her safety, especially with the combo she has with Braum, like Braum slows, and that's enough of a slow to get the lockdown on. and we'll likely see the Morgana pick the counter to make certain that the Lucian can do what he wants to do.
Yeah, I really like the way Gabby kind of plays it. He picks Morgana and he picks Thresh a lot of the times, and he's like, here, have this Black Shield, here, have this Dark Passage, Tien, go do whatever you feel like because it doesn't matter anymore.
I mean, basically, go int, and then I will save you at the last possible dramatic moment.
Alright,
so in my mind...
Yeah, go ahead.
You ban the Galio, and you need to be... Yeah, I think you ban the Galio. If DCDK plays it, I think you ban the Galio. The Sandra coming out, I think
that also makes sense to me. It makes sense to me as a ban. I also think that if they think he's willing to play it, they should ban LeBlanc as well.
Yep.
I think that champion's just absolutely disgusting. Unless Saber feels very comfortable on this Ahri against LeBlanc. In which case, yeah, go for the Galio, because you don't want to be dealing with Galio and Nocturne together. Nor do you want to deal with Galio empowering Tien Thumma to do whatever he feels like.
Exactly. Scion banned away. What?
Okay, so you banned away some of the big tanks that Player John does play and is sort of known for. You've left open the possibility of possibly that Aatrox top lane, even though Aatrox is more of a mid lane pick now recently, you know, builds more lethality oriented, does more damage. Jace would be interesting here. That is a pseudo flex pick. I have to imagine it. Oh, there it is. The LeBlanc that didn't get banned, and there it is.
I will say that. So two things. One, I think Sion's an interesting ban. It might be issues with issues in the past. Ahri wins into LeBlanc and then even matchup, just because LeBlanc's her blink is a dash for the first half
distortion.
The distortion. Thank you. It is a dash. So they wanted Ornn. Figured. It is a dash. So if you can aim the charm correctly, you obliterate her in the trade. But that requires, you know, all sides being even and the LeBlanc not being cheating and hitting you from like behind with the ult distortion.
Yeah,
I think LeBlanc's too good to leave. What?
Ooh. I'd be very interested to see this Kayn picked up. And it is locked in. Okay, so this is gonna be a statement from the native. Is he going to pop off on this Kayn, or is he going to fall to the wayside? Player John gets his option to pick up a top laner. And there's... we are kind of expecting this a long time ago. It's fallen all the way to last pick if it does end up being locked in. Then no, it's going to be Poppy.
So this alone, I believe Propulsion just kind of... They toss the gauntlet and say, okay, you guys managed to live through the party bot lane. You party bot laned us, you killed us. If Tristana and Braum can live long enough past the Lucian, past the Nocturne, past the Morgana, they do the exact same thing that happened in the last game. But I don't think Kayn has the same pressure as Nocturne.
Yeah, I mean, Kayn is kind of just doesn't really do anything until he just loses so much power due to not evolving early on. I mean, if he doesn't evolve early on, rather.
I feel one of Kayn's strongest points is he counter jungles and clears quickly with his Q. So, like, if he's looking to try to slow Nocturne to 6 before Kayn hits his power spike, I can respect that.
The thing is, though, Nocturne is also very fast at clearing between the Duskbringer and the Umbral Blades passive. He just rips through things like Raptors. He rips through things like Wolves.
That's true, but that does leave Nocturne vulnerable to being invaded, because once you blow those cooldowns, and you have to get the damage on the minion camps.
Yeah, okay, I see what you're saying.
Right. So if Kayn's looking to all-in Nocturne at level 2 or 3 with red buff or something, I think that's the play here. It's the risky play. It is the play. It's like the play of the desperate, because it is the feast or famine strat.
So who has lane priority between Poppy and Ornn?
Level 1? Poppy should, unless Poppy has no stones.
Then at level 1, who has lane priority between LeBlanc and Ahri? Probably Ahri, right? She should be able to push faster.
Should.
Yeah.
Ahri should.
So then the question is then, because I imagine that just by virtue of Lucian, Unlucky Retribution's bottom lane will also have lane priority. So there's always at least one lane on the side early on that will have priority in favor of Unlucky Retribution. So it might be very difficult for the native to actually find the opportunity to counter jungle like you were talking about.
Yeah, you're not wrong. I think you're very right. If any of those, like, especially like if you get LeBlanc or Lucian a kill early and a buff, that is a hellish lane to play into.
Good game.
Yeah, exactly. It's one of those just GG's, open, go next.
Yeah, the one thing you do have here is that Ahri, Tristana, Kayn can all get out of control in their own right. And it's very, and you know, for all that LeBlanc can do, you can't dodge auto attacks coming out rapid fire from Tristana, and you can't dodge Umbral Trespass coming out of Kayn.
That's true. And
so if they're able to just like decide, okay, let's kill this LeBlanc, it's okay. You got it. Good to go.
Right. In between Braum and Ornn, that is a lot of AoE knockup.
Yeah, and I have to imagine also, not only did this it kind of lined up really nicely for Propulsion if their thought process goes the way I think it did, in that they picked the Braum early, not only to deny it to go with the Lucian, but also to deny it blocking the Ornn. Yeah,
1,000,000% correct.
So I think that the pick ban may have gone a little bit better in favor of Propulsion this game. I do think that Unlucky Retribution by no means lost this champion select either. It's just a lot of it does have to come down to execution. The big question mark is that Kayn pick, like that we've been talking about this entire time.
Absolutely. I think this comes down to the jungle matchup again. Like, I feel like the lanes played like back and forth, yes, but I feel like the biggest like snowball concept in the last game was jungler and Shen. Yeah. Like, oof.
Yeah, Dr. Wildy was able to gank early on onto Musan to lose his Poppy, got Shen the space he needed to continue to farm up, the space he needed to be able to stand united to that bot lane, and then it was sort of just events led to more and more in favor of Unlucky Retribution from there.
Agreed.
So from there, we do have the champion, or the spectate delay has concluded. We're about to get into game number 2. Beautiful Mafia Braum skin coming out from Randy Newman. I haven't actually seen that skin yet, and it looks really cool. So does High Noon Lucian.
Right?
These are skins I haven't seen yet.
Yeah, High Noon Lucian I think is the best of the High Noon skins by far.
What are the new High Noon skins aside from Lucian?
Thresh.
Thresh got one? I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
It's like he's like a demo. Okay, I am in game. How are you looking?
I'm in game. It's sitting at that darkness where you sort of sit and wait.
And we just started.
Okay, good. We're synced up. Perfect.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, last time that could have been pretty awkward.
Yeah, no, I was waiting for you to finish talking to make sure we could line everything up. Actually, yeah. I'm sitting at 0 seconds for a little bit here, so I might be a little bit behind.
I'm at 7, 18, 19. Unfortunate. Don't worry. I would do these baller predicts then. I predict. Whoa, wait, what? It looks like that Propulsion is looking to stack topside and invade with his Braum pick. They're going to be spotted up by. No, they have no idea they're there.
Oh, okay. Don't spoil it because my game hasn't started yet.
What? Oh my god, dude.
Actually, I might need to. Sorry about this, spectators at home. I might need to retry this one. Let me go ahead and do that real quick.
Okay.
Sorry for those of you watching at home. I know this is not how you wanted this to go, but it'll be okay. We will get this game casted for you. I'm loading back in right now. So talk to me about the Glacial Augment.
Okay, so Glacial Augment on Ahri has been a thing for a couple of weeks. I'd say upwards of a month. Its logic is that with Ahri, her you don't really need the AP scaling too much. Yeah. Because she has such good base damage and true damage and what have you. So the thought is that if you throw out these slow fields, you can't miss. And then you land that crucial charm and just do all your damage at once.
All right, okay. I'm at a minute 1:05.67. Yep. We're synced up?
Yeah.
Cool, perfect. No, something happened at level 1. Oh, yes. Crap.
So here is what happened. Propulsion walked topside, sat in the top pixel brush above mid lane, and waited for Dr. DK to kindly walk up and donate his life over to the Braum Q Ari Charm.
My bad. Okay, good. Now we're all good.
Wait, what's going on?
No, we're good. We're good. Oh my goodness.
Which timer?
No, we're fine. 141, 42, 43.
Okay, cool. Perfect.
I'm bad. It's been a long time since I've actually run this stream. So the native is stealing away the red buff from the jungle of Unlucky Retribution.
Yep, very common for Kane to do. He took his raids first just because how quickly Kane can do the raids. So far, things are going as predicted. Poppy has a bit of blame prio. Tia and Sama not being able to match the pressure, the wave clear of Tristana even this early in the game.
Yeah, using the explosive charges, or sorry, it is explosive charge, right? Golly.
I don't know, dude. I don't play Tristana.
Yeah, it's explosive charge. I'm mixing up Hearthstone and League of Legends.
Dude,
Holy
classic. It looks like junglers are opting to vertical jungle right now. Very common in pro play and in high elo play.
There's that charm you were talking about from Saber, just interrupting the distortion, but after the electric he comes through, it ends up being a good trade. Player John now getting jumped on by the native. He's able to make it back towards his tower.
Bit of a misplay from native there. Ideally, whenever you gank, you want to get as much abilities and buttons down as possible just to stack your passive. He really needs to go into his top side soon before he gets out-leveled by Nocturne.
Yeah, and he is spending a lot of time in this top lane, which suggests to me that he really, good steadfast presence. He really wants, again, the charm lanes. It did not interrupt the distortion this time, but it does result in a good trade onto DCDK.
Yeah, but unfortunately, that Kane spent topside would give Nocturne a significant advantage in the vertical jungle game.
Oh yeah, you're definitely right about that. Okay, Saber doing a really good job using those distortions, but as a result of it, he has been trading fairly nicely up against DCDK. Both of them going very low, but a few more corrupting push and stacks for Saber.
Yep, and DCDK not having the early lane pressure that he was hoping to get out of this LeBlanc pick. Saber is surviving, getting the trade back, and popping the LeBlanc passive early.
Alright, and crucially, that first blood that unfortunately we did not see did go over to General Vici. This is kind of how it went last game with the Tristana getting an early lead in the lane. Tien Sama is able to shove in as we sort of expected to, but General Vici will have a little bit of a head start.
Good tagging by Braum. You really have to respect the Braum Q. Whoa, he went Guardian? Okay, that's... I'm kind of surprised, I'll admit. I expected to see the Unsealed.
Yeah. That the Unsealed spellbook is a little bit more of that higher standard type thing, you know? But the Guardian is a little bit more immediately helpful.
It absolutely is. It definitely gives you... It helps you survive the early pressure from Tien Sama. I can understand why he went it. Kane and Nocturne did very good jungling. I think Nocturne came out on top because he got all 3 camps where Kane ended up missing Krugs, which is just so crucial. And he really just doesn't have the timers up to get their jungle he needs. Nocturne have a nice advantage. Player John trading nicely in moves under loose.
Oh yeah. Whoa. Oh wow. Flash a winner's bite gonna connect onto Tien Sama, who gets the black shield immediately. General Vici gonna break it with that last auto and the concussive blows as Moose under loose is getting a bit. Oh, that breath does chunk down Player John though.
Yep. The Bellows Breath is an absolute nasty trading ability. I hate playing against one sometimes.
Yeah, Ornn is a really cool champion to play against.
Right, but Nocturne getting the XP, getting the gold he needs. So far, this is looking great for him. Yeah. He has 12 CS up.
Dr. Wildy hanging around this top side. I think they're trying to bait Moose under loose to go in onto Player John. That's almost certainly what they're trying. Oh, I think did they see him? I don't think they saw him. He stepped out of the brush, but there was nothing there to see him.
He totally saw him. No way Moose isn't playing up right now if he didn't see him.
Okay, yeah, now Dr. Wildy's like, okay, forget it. We're just going to shove this lane in.
Yeah, Kane's in the area, though, and Player John is awfully low, even with the level 6 advantage. He's going in!
Oh, yeah, they're going in, because here comes the native. Oh, good! Flashes right into the hammer, and Player John knocks him right back out.
Yeah, really good ult there from Player John. Weirdly enough, Moose in the loose, not yet hitting 6. I didn't realize he missed enough minions for that to happen.
Yeah, how did that happen? Oh, because the native spent so much time in that top lane earlier on, remember?
Oh, that's hilarious, actually. Losing
that is actually quite unfortunate.
Yep.
I think a Call of the Forge God might have been the deal breaker in that potential 2v2.
Oh, absolutely. If he has it there, I think Player John's in trouble, especially because he didn't have flash up still.
Alright, so DK is going to try and get something onto Saber. Oh, good break on the Ethereal Chains, and the Charm does connect out of mana for DC DK, who throws down the Ignite just to push Saber away. Here's the bot lane like you're talking about. Gabby and Tien Sama just coming out to make sure that Saber can't contest the wave, as DK is going to have some help pushing it in.
But so far, Saber really showing up on this Ahri. What a fantastic job into LeBlanc. I was honestly nervous, especially after the play he had on Zillion, but so far his Ahri has been very clean.
Yeah, really nice job you landing the charm either before or after the distortion comes through.
Nocturne's bot, he's 6, he's looking for something.
Paranoia's available. If a Dark Binding lands, that's almost certainly the go signal. Tien Sama going forward aggressively. Randy Newman throws up the Unbreakable, looking for a Dark Binding. Gavi not going to throw it out just yet.
Yep. Dr. Wildly is in the wings. He is waiting this Paranoia to pop.
I want this. I know we're going to do this.
Unfortunately, a little bit off in timing there. Dr. Wildly not in position to... Oh, whoa, they are... Wait.
They really want this to happen.
Yeah, they have to be careful, though. Gavi does not have the stopwatch available yet. He cannot do the same disgusting play he did last time.
Well, he's going to try. Flash Dark Binding not going to connect, and he's going to take a winner's bite to the face. But General Vici and Reigning Human, they don't hard commit onto that. They know there's no reason why he would flash forward if there were not a Paranoia waiting.
Exactly. Emma Blanc's roaming down. Really smart. Oh, and the pinks moved. What a well played.
Denied.
Dude, Dr. DK picking up the blue buff because he is just going desperately against this Ahri who has the finished Lost Chapter. Nailed it. Which really gives him that mana. Whoa, that is so far, this Propulsion is a different team than last game. Just so much cleaner out of almost every role.
Yeah. It's still very early on, though. Not a whole lot has happened. Not a big lead in their favor just yet. Actually, it is actually on Lucky Retribution with a gold lead.
They do,
as it is right now.
Absolutely. But this is what Propulsion wants. They're fine with losing some concessions. If they're not ending, honestly, they're winning. It's like they outscale the opponents.
They do have a lot of that scaling advantage between Ornn and Tristana over Poppy and Lucian.
Oh, it feels bad. He missed the cannon. Feels bad. Kane clearing out the top side of Nocturne. No top side for you, Nocturne.
Oh, wow.
Not certain if...
And that's what you need to do as DK, just like go in and then pop back before you can get charmed up.
Exactly, and that's something he really couldn't do until he got the blue buff, because he was trying. He lost. Whoa.
Oh, wow. Call the Forge gonna come in. Player John is going to take a lot of damage, and he is almost certainly going to go down. That's a beautiful Keeper's Verdict, but it's not going to save him from the Umbral Trespass. Too much tower tanking from Moose on the loose means it's a 1-for-1. The native is on the run out the other side, trying to escape as he's chased down by Dr. Wildy. And it's just going to be DC DK looking to try and connect onto him. Blast coning over into the Baron pit. He's going to double distortion, looks for it, doesn't connect the Ethereal Chains, but he's able to just auto for the Electrocute proc. And now Saber is the one in trouble. Well, I mean, yeah, he's got double buffs, and he doesn't have his ultimate. He's going to be able to wait out the distortion cooldown, get back to his side of the map. Saber looking for a charm over the wall. Does connect for a good chunk of damage onto DK, but it's not going to mean anything right now.
Nope, not yet, but I think long run, that trade goes... Whoa, wait, what?
Whoa, Ethereal Chain's going to kick. There's the charm, but the Dark Binding from Gabby off of it. DC DK, the Ignite is on the wrong one. Here comes Gabby trying to chase down Saber. He's going to throw out the Orb of Deception. Tormented Soil not going to be able to finish him off. Charm going to connect. Saber is looking for the health regen, but he's not going to find it. He's able to make it out alive.
Yep, left Tien Sama alone in the bot lane, and Brandy Newman not investing in the Glacial Fissure. Okay.
Yeah.
Looking for this next wave, they're looking to die, but they waited too long.
Yeah, Dr. Wildy is here now. Blast Cone fails over the wall. And he's going to come forward. Tien Sama able to force them away. Oh, Dark Binding from Gabby on his way back in. Glacial Fissure, nice block by the Shroud of Darkness. And the Soul Shackles connects onto both of them. He's going to stun them both up. Randy Newman is going to get called down by Tien Sama.
Yeah, unfortunately, not willing to pull that trigger when they need it really cost them there.
Yeah, and 1.2 thousand gold in favor of Unlucky Retribution.
Yeah, but this is not when Propulsion wants. They cannot let this game snowball in the opponent's favor. Both junglers having a finished warrior, but Kane is not a boots because boots are for the weak. As is well known.
Who needs boots? Am I right? Has the native transformed yet?
Nope.
Yeah, that is
Nope.
quite unfortunate.
I can't tell how close he is either. There's not a button for that.
Feels bad, Spectre delay. Where's that Paranoia going? Oh, it's bot lane, but we can't see it. DK is fighting in onto Saber right now. The Paranoia doesn't look like it got anything other... Well, it got a flash out of General Vici, but now he's all alone. The native and Randy Newman gonna chase him down. Dustbringer, the winner's bite gonna connect. Unspeakable Horror is not gonna save him, and it will be the native taking him down.
Yep, really good counter gank there. I really like the Braum play, just completely... Oh, wait, you messed up, DK!
Oh, DK gets charmed up after the distortion lands. They gotta go for the right one. He's trying to juke it around, but he does not gonna find it. Saber knows which one's which, and DK does fall.
Was it a DC, or just, like, the accepted fact of, well,
I think that was
now?
an acceptance thing, seeing as there's not a pause going on.
Oh, wait, we actually get to see pauses. You're right, my bad. I somehow forgot this is a live game. Really good kill from Ari. Saber showing why he was not worried about the LeBlanc pick as long as he gets his Ari. So, whoa, wait, what? Ornn's winning trade because Poppy's
Yeah, Poppy's also Ornn.
Also Ornn. Yeah, but he's trading all these minions.
Yeah,
Poppy's getting these.
He also needs to not just stand there and eat the hammer shock. You do have enough time to sidestep around it before it pops.
Yep. You also have enough time. You can't trade back into her shield. Player John playing that really well, making certain to just kind of play around his own shield and cooldown, so he still comes out on top, even though Ornn is a busted champion. In the tanks.
Alright. Tian, Saba, and Gabby, they're actually playing pretty aggressive there to dodge away from the winner's bite.
Yep, they had Nocturne in the back pocket. There's no reason for them not to play aggressively. Propulsion has to respect the fact that they do not know what Nocturne is.
Yeah, they have to know. They have to know now where he is. Seeing, yeah, they know that DK. Wow, hold on a second. Soul Shackles. Oh, Gabby flashes to keep the stun on, but the Buster Shot keeps away Tian Sama, who just flashes to close the distance. General Vici gets taken down in the 2v2, and now it's a 4v1 as Randy Newman gets surrounded by Player John, Dr. Wildy, and DK. They're just gonna chase between the towers. Saber is coming around. Player John now gonna disengage that one.
Yep, and we just saw General Vici die for a cannon minion.
Oh man, Player John just playing zone, keeping away Saber and Randy Newman, but they gotta make sure that he's not left out all by his lonesome there.
Yeah, that's
and that'll be
going
Tower
over
First Blood.
Kane getting a lot of jungle topside, picking up all three camps. Unfortunately, I don't think they can take the top lane tower in time before everyone resets, and that'd be Dragon going over to them as well.
And that's a Mountain Drake as well. One of the higher priority dragons at the very least.
Yep. Only Infernal is, in my mind, precedes it.
Yeah. Almost consensus there that Infernal's the most impactful. Unless you have like a team that's just like, we're not gonna fight them. We just want to go and get the Baron and slowly choke them out of the game. Then the Mountain Drake maybe has higher priority.
This is NA, not Korea. Oh,
the Glacial Augment and the GLP doesn't connect the charm, and that means he's gonna go in with the Paranoia. He's not gonna be able to follow after the third Spirit Rush comes out from Saber back towards his support.
The White Kings just took Rift. I love it.
Whoa, and he's got his transform as well.
They have the
Oh man, Tian Sama and Gabby, you gotta get out of here. Call the Forge God. Who is he gonna throw it on? He throws it on Tian Sama. Good guys support means Gabby's gonna die, but it's not gonna mean anything as Tian Sama cannot finish anyone off, and his shutdown goes over to General Vici. That's a double for him. DK now finding Saber. Oh, fails to flash over the wall, but the Ethereal Chain still land.
But he did do the Pangu dab, so it works out in the end. Really unfortunate there from LeBlanc. Great play from Propulsion, making sure that all four rotate topside. They're going to get that top lane tower. Poppy being forced to back. I actually don't know why Poppy left lane, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I mean, they had lane swap. Poppy was bottom lane until just now, where he's taking the Raptors.
No, absolutely.
Uh-oh. Who wins
Native
this
is transformed. Native.
Okay.
Until,
not until DK comes to turn the tides. Player John needs to stop chasing as soon as DK pops back. He's like, all right, you're on your own, bud.
Yeah, if Kane turns there, I think Poppy's in a lot of trouble. Red Kane is designed to survive and kill tanks. So, unfortunately, picking up Blue Smite on the Red Kane feels kind of bad, man.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think you'd much rather prefer that red smite.
You do.
If you're gonna be in the fights for a little bit longer.
Yeah, not trying to go for the one-shot build. But in the end, it's not too big a deal. It's just the thing. Right now, gold is actually in favor of Propulsion after that top lane play. They have a lot mid. They don't have the rotations. Lucian's top, Poppy's bot. Lucian has no way into the fight. This should be our free tower going over. Doctrine cannot, especially with the Rift Herald.
Rift Herald is going to make sure that this tower goes down. Can they break it before
Pop it! Nope.
No, too late. Feels bad.
But they need this here too.
Yeah, they got to get this one because the Tien Sama has not. Oh, a charm lands onto Gabby. And he's immediately taken down. The native is going to go in onto DK, who's used the distortion, and that means everyone's just going to dogpile all over him. Umbral Trespass comes out, and a double kill goes over to the support. Randy Newman comes in. There's the paranoia, and they do successfully take him down. But will it cost anyone else their lives? General Vici just hammering away at that tower. 3 towers to 2 going over to Propulsion.
Poppy wants his fight. She knows Lucian's coming. There was no paranoia.
There's
there
a
was
charm!
no flash.
A charm! And the concussive blow stun! He's shut down!
I can definitely see why this RA was banned away from Saber last game.
Yeah, holy cow. Propulsion now with a 1.7 thousand gold lead and a big open lane in that mid lane.
Absolutely, and that means that Orin should be completely safe to split bot as long as his heart desires. As long as his heart desires. It's just so free. They can't, if Retribution tries to counterplay it, they don't have a mid tower to protect them to run to. It looks like they're trying to trade, but they have to trade into the RA.
And this is kind of the reverse situation of the bottom lanes from last game. It's now General Vici on Tristana with a bit of a item discrepancy in his favor.
And once again, Lucian has more CS. Do I not know something about these champions that makes this happen? Demo Blue.
Yeah.
Wait. Orin has a 0 vision score.
Thinking emoji. Oh wow! Tien Sama just ripping apart Randy Newman. General Vici doesn't quite have the damage he needs. The culling gonna come out. General Vici pops the heal to make sure he survives. The Dark Binding gonna connect onto Randy Newman. And here we go. Oh wow! A lot of damage coming out of the native. He does get the knockup and the Umbral Trespass. Tien Sama's taken down. It's the ultimate bait from the bottom lane of Propulsion. Gabby shot down over the wall from General Vici. And now Native has found player John while he's going for the blue buff steal. I don't think he'll continue to chase onto the enemy tank, but he will be able to take this blue buff for his troubles.
Absolutely, I really my community feels bad, man. Fantastic bait. I mean, well played. I don't know that's a good situation of why in last game, Tien Sama did not look for fights with General Vici, even though we had the item discrepancy. Tien Sama still blew them to bits. Unfortunately, and fortunately, depending on look at it, Kane was there for the backup, but that was a really good turn. Bot lane tower going over. I think they keep pushing this, to be honest. They still have the Orin Horn. They didn't. The only ult that was used was the Neo.
Oh, player John. Oh, good block. The Call of the Forge Guard coming out. Who is he going to shoot it at? Player John does still have the black shield on, but there is a charm connecting. You can't miss when they're slowed by that glacial augment.
Absolutely, and he has both of his slows up. The twin, you can technically miss the Hexac GLP. The twin shadows, nigh impossible.
Yeah. Oh wow, they're gonna go for. Oh, he got the recall up.
That is, oh my god.
And that's the tilt settling in right there.
Oh my god. Literally.
They were trying to catch him. They tried to catch him, but the recall came at the last second. Oh my word.
Oh my god. He even flew. That's just unfortunate. Much like their namesake, it checks out to me. That is a 4-man mid. They're looking for it. No, wait, Widely, you can't be there. You don't have ultimate.
Moose on the loose. And they got the knockup on the Tien Sama, but they won't continue the chase with too many members of Unlikely Retribution there.
Yeah, and unfortunately, oh wait,
oh wow, Randy Newman flashes for the Glacial Fissure. It does get a knockup. Gabby's knocked up over the wall, but the native is getting zoned out by DK on the other side. Gabby popping the Soul Shackles. General Vici jumps forward. Randy Newman on a killing spree. The native is taking up DK's time. Shutdown goes over to Dr. Wildly just before he dies himself. General Vici is finally shut down. Saber kiting away from player John as best he can, and Moose on the loose. What is he? Oh, they're waiting out DK. Oh, he gets the knockup. DK is taken down. Call of the Forge Guard has come back up, and Tien Sama gonna dodge away from it. The Glacial Augment is gonna slow him up, but Saber has gone a little bit. No, not too far. Player John does get juked knocked around. This is going to be it, and that's going to be an ace for Propulsion.
What an absolute turn of events for Propulsion. I don't know what to say. This Kane pick is working out so well from them. LeBlanc was zoning him off, but he paid for it with his life. And between Ornn, Lucian can't kill Ornn, he can't. He tried.
And the Braum, honestly, is doing so much work. DK, Tien Sama, and Dr. Waldy, they both know, or they all three know, we gotta kill General Vici. We saw what Tristana can do because we had it on our team last game. But DK can't do anything through Unbreakable.
Nope, literally all of it was blocked. DK was on the side. I don't even know how Tristana died, I'll be honest.
Yeah, he did rocket jump forward and was putting out a lot of damage, but just incidental damage coming around the side. Did finally take him down, but by then, Saber was able to just continue to put out damage, kite around, juke around player John so well, and they just had a numbers advantage as a result of winning earlier on.
Absolutely, and now that is a massive gold discrepancy. No, wait, what? It's not, it's 3k gold. The kills have deceived me.
Yeah,
but that is
there is not as high of a gold discrepancy as you would expect based if you just looked at the kill score. But it is going to be Propulsion starting up the Baron. It is spotted out. A control ward dropped in the pit. Teleport comes in for player John. But is Propulsion going to look for the fight? They can engage it if they want to. There's the Black Shield is down, but they're doing so much damage. Call the Forge got a Paranoia into the backline. General Vici going to rocket jump to safety. Tien Sama's kiting around. Saber is going to get taken down. No, he's not. Dark Binding finishes the job. A shutdown is the first kill of the fight. Tien Sama now ripping him apart. And the Propulsion have bitten off a little bit more than they can chew.
Yeah, this getting chunked to bits as they...
Oh, well, Native on a rampage as he takes down DK. Now, can they look for the turn? Player John is looking for something on a General Vici, but he cannot get in range. Native able to make it out the backside, and it's a 1 for 2 in favor of Unlucky Retribution.
Yep, Saber fancied his odds, and the 2 went against the opposing bot lane and bit off way more than possible. Kane,
Native, is he gonna look for the 1v4 outplay? Moose on the loose, misses a knock up onto everyone. Now he's in the middle of 4. Propulsion just threw away 2 of their lives.
For nothing. They won't be able to get Baron off it, but that is 2 people down. They won't be able to return the Baron and push mid. That is unfortunate. Inflecting their namesake into the enemy. Wait. Oh no, I'm sorry. He's
clearing out the vision. Clearing out the vision. No,
sorry. I was like, what a man! Just gonna YOLO the Baron. They need to be careful though. Nocturne's forced to back. They could look for Baron here with Nocturne being forced to back, but unfortunately, without the jungler and top laner, not very feasible.
Yeah, so at the very least, Propulsion will not lose Baron over that one, but they gave away shutdowns, they gave away kills. And now, you know, they're not behind in gold, but, I mean, technically they are, but they're not, like, significantly behind in gold, right. But that is a big, like, morale swing for them, more than likely.
It would definitely swap the tempo around a bit. I think now, instead of looking for fights, they'll be looking to be more defensive. So far, they're using all their front line to engage, and General Vici is left up high to dry. Last time he ate the Paranoia and the speaking.
Oh, wow, they're all going in onto Saber. Good use of this, holy cow.
Killing?
Spirit Rush.
Spirit Rush.
To get away from everything.
Yep, but now Ornn is in position Poppy was in. He has teleport. He could theoretically pressure his bot tower. Poppy is forced to stay up there. They only have 1 blue trinket, and it is not up at the moment. They need to be careful. They cannot get
Native,
picked or
Native,
they are
don't
dead
get Dark
boys.
Binding. They're going to go in for him, and he's just jumped into the wall. Native, that's the jungler and the most fed member of Pro down. Unlucky Retribution, they're going hard for this Baron.
Yeah, but Blanc staying on the sides, making sure not to get caught in any potential Ornn
Here
engage.
comes the teleport. Moose on Deleuze is going to come in and be the front line that his team needs, but they're down 1 Ornn. Gabby flashes, but the soul cycle's under 4. Keeper's Verdict knocks him up, and Saber's immediately popped. And that's going to be Tien Sama with the killing spree as he does finally shred through Moose on Deleuze.
Yep, absolutely fantastic play from them. Once again, the Morgana showing why this champion is so disgusting. The flash shows like it was the bindings. I have to question the TP play there. Like you're fighting, you're opting for the 4v5. where your side waves are crashing. I feel like you just stall them out. You keep Ornn bot. Top's pushing, bot's pushing with the Ornn. You just poke them out with your stunna, and I don't know.
That was probably the worst corridor for them to try and funnel out through as well. Really nice. That was a really heads-up play from Gabby, we have to say. He says they can't escape from this area. I'm gonna go stun them all, guys. I have Sonya's. We're all good.
Absolutely, and it's just disgusting. Flash binding Soul Shackles, there was not much of a counterplay, and Saber was blown to bits, and there's just nothing to do. Did Ornn make it out alive? I don't think so.
No, Ornn was was the last one to die. Tien Sama took him down just before they turned for the Baron. General Vici did make it out alive, but little that he can do, he doesn't have that Infinity Edge that Tien Sama had at this point in the game.
Yep, he's not quite there. Native looking for something, but unfortunately...
Okay. It's LeBlanc, so we're safe. And Dr. Wildy, though, he's not safe. He's got caught by the charm, and that's actually General Vici jumping forward. Player John gonna barrel through onto him, and they paranoia! They almost take down General Vici, and he will finally get taken down by Player John, but now Native is free to auto. DK jumps over the wall and immediately bursts down Saber! Tien Sama is getting jumped on by the Umbral Trespass. Player John is getting slowly shredded down. Can they finish him off? Musa loose on the run. He's not going to try and finish it. Native gets cold as Tien Sama's on a rampage. Musa loose now, the last remaining member here. Randy Newman has already made his exit, and he will be shredded down. A double kill by Tien Sama.
Yep, and Braum is the only member left standing, making his way out of the fight. Bot lane is crashing. Top wave is crashing. This is the position that Unlucky Retribution have been looking for. Oh wait, he failed to go over the wall.
No one saw it.
It's cool. I wish he had flashed instead of doing it. I would have respected him so much. It's not up, but that's not the point. That is a Baron empowered push. Mid, waves crashing top and bot. This is everything that Propulsion did not want to happen. Yeah, look at them, they're gonna back off, play it safe, not risk getting caught.
And I liked the idea. I really did like the idea from Propulsion there. Catch this Nocturne out. Maybe we can, force a team fight later, or at the very least we can get this Infernal Drake uncontested. But they went a little bit too hard for it. And the thing is, if they had had vision, General Vici would not have jumped in. They didn't have vision, and so he did jump in, and as a result he gets punished for it. Player John just barrels him into the wall. Dr. Weldy is able to make it back in with the paranoia for some burst damage onto General Vici before he goes down, and that's enough to finish him off. Now Saber, he's going to try and finish off Dr. Wildy, who's just going to be able to blast going over the wall.
He's debating on it.
Well, he's going to follow, but he's like, okay, never mind.
Follows over wall, sees LeBlanc. Not like this, guys. Not like this today. But now Vici does have his finish Infinity Edge. He has that 3-item spike that the late game carries need. Unfortunately, he's the only real source of damage.
Yeah, the slow build coming out of Saber means that his damage is a little bit underwhelming compared to what you'd normally expect from an Ahri. By no means is it terrible, and you can definitely burst down an ADC given enough headway. Wow, they're gonna force this one. Call of the Fortune coming out is gonna knock up DK, and they will get a double knockup onto another knockup onto Player John as the distortion is able to dodge away from it. The paranoia just comes out to dissuade the engage.
Honestly, I think that for Propulsion,
DK jumping in onto the native. About half of his HP and the Sterex gauge.
Sterex is more important than anything. That makes him a very viable target. You could not. Oh wait, Morgana through you good. Whew.
All right, so Unlucky Retribution with the 5v4 push.
Yeah, and they don't really have much of a response to it at the moment. They're getting picked off with the Morgana bindings, and without the Ornn Horn, they don't have a way into the fight. They will have a brief window where the Ornn is up, but the Nocturne is not. Yeah, and unfortunately,
the native is on the wrong side of this one. He doesn't have the Shadow Step to get in there. Glacial Fissure whiffs from Randy Newman. And they're going to go forward for it. For Saber, he's going to get the Blade of the Rune King active out. There's the knockup coming in. Player John knocks out Musanda Loose and Randy Newman. They got to back away. Saber is very low. General Vici rocket jumps out. The charm connects onto Tien Sama, but the flash stun comes in. It's down. General Vici is down, and Tien Sama goes dominating.
Absolutely. And then the side.
Ignite.
OP. And then there's a bot wave crashing into Propulsion. At this point,
oh,
no.
The ethereal chains and the dark binding, they're just gonna continue to chain down Moose on the loose. Sama goes godlike. This star ADC is gonna punch his ticket to semifinals. Charm gonna connect and he's gonna die as soon as I praise him. But
that classic. And the worst part is with him dying there, with him greeting for that kill, I don't know if they get the inhibitor. Like the second inhibitor, that is. That is a 4-item Lucian. And that is a Skurr Lucian. They might not even get the tower.
Yeah,
unfortunately.
I don't think it was necessarily greed for that kill. It was more of a like, it was sort of a measured. I think we can get this kill, and they were just wrong. And now Dr. Wildy,
he's dead. Oh wait, I was wrong. Feels bad.
He's alive.
Woo! I thought the Triss bomb would spell it in for him.
I think he only got like, if any, one auto off before he flashed over the wall.
Fair enough. But that is the flash down, there's a paranoia down. If they want to look for the Baron, it won't matter because it'll be
now's the time? Question mark?
Yeah,
no, they're not going to be able to get there in time.
Yeah, at this point, that is wait. So Ari does have her Death Cup finish. That'll give her a much needed power spike with her items. And last fight, she did not have her actives up for the AoE slow fields.
I don't know whether it is correct to go for the Rabadon's Death Cap upgrade at this time. Maybe it's just like the odd. Maybe it's just like the odd amount of gold that he had at the time of like his last purchase. Well, Gabby might be in trouble here. There's the winner's fight. Oh, he's picked up. Will somebody finish him? Okay.
They were doing the gentleman's. Whoa!
Oh, wow. All right, they're gonna. Oh, there's a pause. Gabby is going to take the time to reconnect. I don't think he DC'd when he got caught there, but
no, I think he DC'd him like immediately as or after.
Yeah. In any case, this is a really awkward time for a pause. This Propulsion, they're looking to catch out the bottom lane of Unlucky Retribution.
Yeah, Ornn needs to be walking up as soon as the pause timer gets undone. Look for the Ornhorn.
And we're resuming play now. Or who can they pick him off? Sama is kind of doing a little bit more damage than I think they expected. The culling gonna come out, blocked up by the Unbreakable. There's the Glacial Fisher and the Call of the Forge God coming across all the members of Unlucky Retribution. Sama hasn't been taken down yet. And now he finally will. Saber goes into the Zanyas, but he's just gonna get immediately wall stunned and taken down. Now Moose is on the run. Can they chase him down?
Tristana to bits.
Yeah, DK looking for the ethereal chains. He's gonna try and dodge away from it. The redemption gonna come down. Gabby's like, I can help you guys. Don't worry. Moose on the loose is. Moose on the loose. He knows that if he gives this Baron over, the game's over. But I don't think there's a whole lot he can do. And now he may just pay the price for it.
He's definitely dead.
Yeah, he's dead. It's just a matter of how long does it take.
Took longer than I thought it would. If that helps him at all. And then his super is inside the base, destroying it. Honestly, I think player John could have teleported into the game. But that's neither here nor there. Oh,
all
wait.
right.
Okay, no. We're good. We're good.
So now Baron over to Unlucky Retribution. Unfortunately, Sama, the lone member without that buff. DK steals away the enemy blue buff as well.
He did pick up the QSS though for I guess for both the Braum stun and the RE charm, because you can't cleanse the knockups.
I mean, technically you can if you flash.
Yes. That's true. Can you cleanse Tristana Bomb?
No, you can't.
Okay, I didn't think so, but I found out recently.
Like QSS it? No, you can't.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I found out recently you can cleanse Urgot ult.
Yes, because it's technically the suppress.
That's suppression. Yeah.
It's like technically a suppress during the time that you're getting pulled. Hold on a second. Oh, that's a good knockup on the player John. But now, will they be able to finish? Well, no, not if they're knocked out.
The keeper's verdict. Well done. Wait, they can't
face
check.
They know. Face check in comes the Call of the Forge God. Glacial Fisher knocks up 2, as does the Call of the Forge God. Dr. Wildy goes in, trying to get on the General V2, has the rocket jump back out. And Sama's ripping him apart. He's just free autoing away. Gabby gets the kill on the Randy Newman. Mace on the loose is trying to be the front line, but he doesn't last very long. A double kill. Sama flashes over the wall. Saber is going very low. He doesn't get the relentless pursuit over the wall.
Yeah, Relentless Pursuit, once again, Porty and Sama not quite getting enough, but they're going to have to hold the mid. Already calling the GGs. It is a 2v5 defense. They have 3 of the 4 summoners up. Oh, wait.
And Saber does shut down TN Sama once again. The unspeakable horror, not going to be enough as Gabby flashes for Tormented Soil, I suppose. But it's going to be it. Unlucky Retribution with a 2-0 victory in quarterfinals are going to take their place in the semifinals up against Return of the Middle Sticks.
Holy Gavi. Yep, and it is a really unfortunate game for Propulsion.
Yeah, it looked, they might have been able to do it based on that period of time that they were quite a bit ahead and they had some good plays. Unfortunately, a few too many missteps and a few too many bad team fight calls. Just not the right focus. I think that fight around the Baron pit where they burned Gavi's Black Shield early and got a Call of the Forge God off could have gone very well if it weren't for the fact that they just didn't have appropriate focus in that fight, and it just sort of all events led to more events, and Unlucky Retribution were able to make themselves, put themselves in a position to win.
Absolutely. Really good gameplay from them, though. Holding out, having the mental to not be like, guys, we're 10 kills behind. But no, they waited, they played it right. They played around every missed Propulsion made. Really impressive. I could definitely see why they have the 3rd seed in this bracket.
Yeah. And so, that means that Unlucky Retribution, as the number 3 seed, guaranteed to match up against Return of the Middle Sticks in semifinals. Tomorrow, you will get to watch the quarterfinal between number 4 seed KSU and number 5 seed Landsneck for who will match up against KWU, the number 1 seed from Diamond Capped, in the semifinals. In any case, it's been an absolute pleasure to cast this quarterfinal for you. I'm Alex HNA22. I was joined by Joseph Himana Savala for this cast. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope to see you tomorrow. I mean, I won't be there, but we hope to see you tomorrow on the stream. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good evening.